Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Kara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me a little bit today because it's Sunday and it is mimosas and makeup. Okay, this is actually white Zinfandel with a little bit of Bacardi pineapple rum, and I call that sangria. There was fruit, but I ate it. In any case, if you need to press pause, go grab something to drink or a snack, whatever you want. Do that, come back, and we're gonna do some makeup talk today. Today I'm excited because I'm doing a favorites video. I haven't done one of these in a few months, a couple months I think, because I just feel like I don't wear makeup every single day. So for me to say that something's my favorite, it has to be something that I really enjoy using every single time and is tried and true. If you want to see what my favorites are that I've been using lately, keep on watching this video. Let me know what you think, and definitely consider subscribing and joining the community because I would love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So my favorites, I think the last time I did a favorites video was either December or January. As I was saying before the little intro, I don't wear makeup every single day, and I'm trying to change that because I really want to utilize my collection and all the things that I have. Like some days, like recently, I've been doing my makeup twice a day, at least the eyeshadow, because it's like, I love playing in makeup. It's so therapeutic for me, but it also is time consuming. And with the way my life is set up, I just don't have the time. So I want to just share some things that I have. I can't. Y'all, Camden's not doing too well. I just wanted to share that. He really isn't. His arthritis is so bad. Come on, Cam. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna wait till he comes in, then I'll go shut the door because I can't leave it like this. So the favorites I want to share today are gonna be, it's gonna be makeup and skincare and fragrance. Yes. Oh, he left. He was like, I'm not trying to come in here with you. Hold on. So first of all, I do hope that everyone's Sunday is going well, or whatever day you're watching this. I hope that it's going well. You know, times are just kind of wild right now, and that's all I can say. Let's go ahead and start with eyeshadow palettes. So there are a few eyeshadow palettes that I have really been loving lately, and they are not new. So we're gonna start first with the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome palette. Ooh, what do y'all think about that Circo Loco? Because it's mine. Here's the Trio Chrome palette. I know you are probably not a stranger to this palette. The more that I pull this out, the more that I really like it. I am a huge fan of Natasha Denona's matte formula now, and I love the looks that I have created with this palette. I think for someone that is new to a duochrome type formula, this is a really good one to start with because duochromes can be a bit tricky, you know, on the eye. They can make the eye look, or the eye look appear a bit dirty or more grungier than you would like it to be. So I feel like for someone just starting out, this is a great one. I love Plutonium. Of course, I love the duochrome shades. I love these two here, and I really like all of the shades. Scrap is a really good one as well, and I enjoy this palette a lot. I will say though, for this palette and the Circo Loco palette that is coming out, I really do wish that they were the $65 size palette. I just think these pans are a bit big for me to really say that I'm going to use. You know what I'm saying? Smoke Sessions, Melt. I really just love how you've got your grungy gold, green browns, and then you have the brighter greens here. I feel like they do this setup a lot. Like with She's in Parties, you had your lighter purples, then your darker purples. And with the Blueprint, you had your neutrals, then your blues. It's like two halves to the palette. I think this is a really good palette. And I do know that the Melt formula can be hit or miss with certain palettes. And, you know, some people don't like the formula. Hey, Marky. So Mark is really emotional. He can be really emotional at times. And I thought it was because of the school bus. He's really having a hard time because he now knows that some of his classmates are in school and he's not. And I just prefer for him to be home for safety reasons. And I know it's really hurting him because he loves the school bus. Here he comes, here he comes. Oh, here it go. You okay now? Look, it's right here. Are you okay now? What? It's right here in my hand. Oh, you want to take my good remote? Yeah. You want to leave the one you broke? You want to leave that one for me to use? You're not sorry. No, it's fine. Close the door. He's fine now. But no, he then told me that he was watching Soul. I'm like, I just can't. So we talked about, did we finish with smoke sessions? Smoke sessions is nice because you know VIB is coming up. So I just kind of felt like this would be a really good video because I don't have a whole lot of new stuff that I'm like really, really loving. So I'm trying, you know. Now when VIB comes, I do plan on getting some of those new Melt cream blushes. It really took everything in me to not get any, but I know that's not something that I need. But Gemini, I'm interested in. And I think that's it. But the Gemini palette and some of those cream blushes, I'm definitely considering for VIB. This one, if you're considering, I really, really like it, but I think $129 is just too much. And I didn't pay $129 for this. I think I got it for under $100, but still, that's still a lot. But I'm getting Circle Loco, so I have a gift card. I'll probably still get it anyway, so I'm not even going front. Okay, the next palette I really am loving lately, Serendipity by Alien Cosmetics. Here it is, and it looks like this. When I discovered Alien Cosmetics, I just fell in love with that brand, like just off top. The first palette I got was the Gem Casket, that holiday one, and then Fairy Frolic. I'm just not disappointed at all. Like there's nothing about either of those three palettes that I'm like, no, they're great. She has some releases coming out soon that I'm very excited for. The Lure palette is one that I've already pre-ordered. But then there is the strawberry one. I can't remember what it's called. But then next month in April, there's gonna be a 20 pan palette that's like all duochromes. I really wanna say she said all duochromes, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. But I'm very, very excited for this brand. And I'm so glad that I found them and that a lot of you guys have been saying that you are interested in them too, because it's just a really unique brand. And one thing that she said was like, it's not about being an alien like outer space, it's about being different. The artwork that is included on these palettes is very unique, and I really just appreciate the palette, the color story. I mean, these shades, I don't think I have not done a video on Serendipity yet, but maybe I should. I think I did an eye look, but I mean, I don't even know what to say. This is just a great palette. I believe this one is back up for pre-order, and possibly Fairy Frolic too. So yeah, this is one that I've had in circulation lately. Okay, the next one is by Copacetic Cosmetics. I probably have mentioned this before. This is the Spelunking Quad. It looks like this. You guys, this palette, I really like Copacetic Cosmetics as a brand, and you know, they've been dealing with a little bit of drama because I think someone has, another brand or company or something in China, I think it's been harassing them and was really trying to make it like they weren't a true indie brand, and I felt really bad. And I was just like, damn, because they're a really good brand. I like my singles from them. I like the companion palette. This is my favorite product from them. But if you like greens, I think this would be like one that you could really get into. You've got a green, you've got a black, but this shade right here, Glowworms, this is one of my all-time favorite shades. It is just so special. This is a special shade, and you can see the green taupey shift that it has. And you have this last shade here. And I just think it's unique. It's just a very unique quad, and I use this bright green as a transition shade, even though it's not completely matte, but this is a great quad. It is one of my favorites. This is my favorite quad in my whole makeup collection. Like out of all the quads, out of my Pat McGrath quads, I have a couple Charlotte Tilbury quads. I'm not even into them like that. So yes, I'm really looking forward to getting some more of the quads that they have and playing more with my singles. Copacetic Cosmetics has $2 Tuesdays where she will have a bundle of 5 shades that you can get for $2 each. And their shipping does take a while. Their eyeshadows are handmade to order, but they are worth it. But every time I think about $2 Tuesdays is Wednesday. So that's my issue. Okay, the last palette I've really been feeling is my Glamlite Donut palette. Truly underestimated. You got your neutrals, but I still feel like there's some range there with the types of looks that you can make. And then you have this shade in the middle, which is like a highlighter slash eyeshadow shade. This is a great palette. This is one that you can use for work, you can use for play. I'm not playing, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's multi-purpose. And the shades in here are so nice. This one, Chocolate Sprinkles right here, that's this one right here. I just think it's really unique. It's sparkly, but fine. I think what really throws people off about Glamlite is the food theme and the food packaging. But their eyeshadows are really, really nice. They're really nice. Their mattes are nice. Their shimmers are nice. I just know that some people don't like the food theme, and for storage purposes, they don't like that. But I keep mine in, I actually keep mine in my the foodie boxes, but because I just think they're nice to display. But I just keep mine in this. The same with my pie palette. And this may make it a bit easier, even though it's quite thick. They're affordable. If you really want to try Glamlite, get one of their foodie boxes because they're like $45 and you get, I think, like 7 full products, and one of them is usually a palette, and you can use affiliate codes on it. So I usually, look up a code and can get 15% off. I like Glamlite. I actually purchased their cake palette when they had a sale. I have not used it yet. I have not swatched it or anything, but I cannot wait to use it. All right, that's it for eyeshadow palettes. Let's do lips next, okay? I have a few lip products that I have been really loving. Let me just get this out the way. This is my KKW Beauty 8-piece mini lip liner set. Her lip pencils are really good. And what I will say is that before Proper Beauty, her lipsticks, her nude lipsticks were my favorite. And I really still like them. They're still creamy, but they're not as soft as Proper Beauty. So if you feel like Proper Beauty is too soft, these KKW Beauty lipsticks are great. And they usually range from like 1 to 8, but there are half steps in between. So there's like 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, all the way to 8 for the nude shades. And these lip liners are pretty much the same way. This is a great way to try the brand if you wanted to, because this is the half size. And like I said, these are all nudes, but I love them because they're small, but I have 8 of them, so they're all slightly different. And let me see if I can show you, like, you'll see, you'll be like, oh, they look the same, but that's fine because I'll still use them all. So you can see some slight, they are really, really slight variations in these shades. I can understand that people don't want to support KKW Beauty. Oh, I wonder what she's going to change it to. KK Beauty. She might still keep KKW though, because like that's what she's known for. But these are great. 2 lipsticks I've been loving. Okay, we have the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick in the shade and Andrea, depending on how you say it. And then I have the Juvia's Place nude matte lipstick in this shade Mademoiselle. So these are just nudes. I have just been into the bold eye and nude lips lately. And that was my first time trying the Juvia's Place matte, and I love it because it's matte and it's not dry. I have really been wanting to get some more, especially the reds, the red and berries shades, but I just ordered all of the new Proper Beauties, but I still want the Juvia's Place, and they had them on sale and now they don't anymore, so that's sad. This shade here is the Juvia's Place. This shade is the Natasha Denona. So they're similar, you know, a little bit different, but I have just been loving these nudes. And then when I pair them with the KKW Beauty lip liner or any, you know, brown or nude lip liner, I just like that look. I just like it. I don't know. It's like, you're not doing too much. Like, I don't really like to have bold eyes and a bold lip. I like one to stand out. So usually it's my eyes. That's my thing. I love eyeshadows. So I usually prefer my eyes to stand out and my lips just be, you know, kind of muted, like this look here. I still use, I don't have it out, but I still use my Milk Melatonin Lip Mask. I use that every night. It has really stopped my lips from being chapped, like getting in that, sometimes my lips get really, really, really dry. And I have not had any issue with that. So I do think that that Melt Lip Mask is helping. Let's talk about the face next. So I've been bringing out some stuff, some old stuff, y'all, because I said at the end of last year, I know I'm not gonna stop buying makeup, but I want to make sure I'm using the stuff I bought. I don't have it like that where I can use a palette or use something one time and then never touch it again. Like, I just wouldn't even feel good about that. My finances are not built like that. So let's talk primers first. I have two by NYX or NYX. I have the High Glass Primer, and then I have the Born to Glow Primer. Both of these are illuminating primers. I like them. I feel like my makeup lasts great with them. They're very affordable. I know for this, they had a whole glass collection come out, but these are working really well. I brought these back in my rotation just to, you know, make sure I'm still using them. They're very good. So if you have not tried NYX, I would recommend it highly because they're drugstore and they're really good. So continuing on with face, my tried and true, I think this is almost done. This is my Pat McGrath concealer. I just have no need for any other concealer ever again. There's no need for it. Like, this works perfectly. This is the only concealer I have been using for months now at this time. So VIB is coming. If you were interested in trying this concealer, this is great. It's not cakey. It's perfect. It is perfect. The only other concealer that I do use and to alternate with this one is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. And this is the shade Toffee. This is a great concealer as well. This is definitely my favorite, but this would be number 2. I use this a lot as an eyeshadow primer. This is really good. So these two are great, but this one right here is a favorite. Now, foundation, I have been really loving the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation Stick. And Huda Beauty foundation was always one I wanted to try, but I'm sure most of you know the smell is just too much for many people. So when she came out with this stick, it's fragrance free. It has buildable coverage. I don't use a lot of foundation. I just try to be really light with it. So this has really been lasting me a while. And I also have more than one foundation, but just so you can see how much I still have left, I still have a great amount left, and it has really been consistently performing well on my skin. Let's talk about setting powder. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and this is medium 2. I am excited to say that this is the first product I think I've bought that I've hit pan on. Look, y'all. This is, and there's still a lot more left. This is a great setting powder. It does not make your skin look like cakey or powdery. And I just feel like it's great. I use it for my under eyes. I don't set my whole face, but I use it for my under eyes. And then like right here where I may put some concealer here. It's really nice. And I feel like it's long lasting at this point, but I have been using this consistently every time I do my makeup. So this one is really getting used. This replaced my Hourglass Ambient powder trio. I still do use that from time to time, but this has definitely become number one. Bronzers. I have gone back, and I love my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I love my Gucci bronzer and my Milani, that Milani. But I've gone back to my Fenty. This one is the very first bronzer that I ever bought. And this is the Sunstalker bronzer in Beijing Gal. And I just saw I hit a little pan on this too, y'all. This one is great, it's warm. So if you don't like warm bronzers, then you can get a different one. But I really do like her bronzers. I think they're really, really good. And they must be good because she's not coming out with any music. So it's like, I am salty about it, I am. Now this is the cream one in Honey Glaze. This one's really good as well. I was gonna compare the two. They're pretty much the same tone. If you don't like cream products, then you might not wanna try this one, but the Sunstalker and both the cream are great. So again, yes, Fenty, you are back in the mix. And keeping with Fenty, highlighter. I'm wearing it now. It's a very nice highlighter. This is probably my favorite one by Fenty Beauty. This is the Kilowatt highlighter in Sandcastle and Mint Mojito. And what I love about these is that you have a really natural looking one here, and then you have one that's really blingy, like if you want to take it up a notch. So that's Sandcastle and then Mint Mojito. And so I'm just saying this because I'm telling you, when VIB comes, you might be like, hey, because I know it's cool to get the latest and greatest, but I guess if you have some tried and true things that you like, you know, like these are really, really nice, y'all. Really nice highlighters. So yes, that's it for my Fenty. Now let's talk about blush. Okay, ColourPop. These are the blushes from the Wild Child collection. We have Jet Set and Trippin'. And I think what was surprising to me about these blushes was I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to use these as a blush. They look so dark, like maybe use them as a bronzer. They make great blushes. Actually, I'm wearing Jet Set right now. So we have Jet Set here and then Trippin'. And they're both kind of warm, but they are really nice blushes. I'm so glad I have these. Like, I'm reaching for these a lot. And I really like blushes that have these brown tones when I am doing the more bold look. Most of the time I do my face first. When I'm wearing blushes that are these colors, then whatever I do on my eyes is not gonna matter. Versus me putting on a red blush or a pink blush or one of those like terracotta blushes that don't necessarily go with everything. I feel like these brown kind of blushes really, really do. And I think my last time I did favorites, I was loving these melt blushes, and they are still making their way in the rotation very often. I think out of the three, Buzzkill looks really good on my skin, that coral tone and that sheen. All three of them are great. Queen Bee is great. This is another one I pull out often because I do my face first. This one will go with pretty much everything. And Raw Honey is good as well. And Raw Honey is a pink kind of mauve-y blush. It's not very deep. This goes with a lot too. So I have been using all three of these. That's why I was like, oh, I really do want to get the new melt blushes. I do have a lot of this product to use. And I'm concerned about getting a whole lot of cream blushes. I have a lot of the Fenty cream blushes as well. I don't want them to go to waste or my money. Couple miscellaneous brow pencils. I've been using the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Pencil. And this is in the shade Black Brown. This is, you know, a drugstore brow pencil. I think it works great. I think I'm past the point where I want to spend a lot of money for brow pencils because there's so many in the drugstore that are great. There's just like, why would I pay $24? The Benefit ones are great, but like, why would I spend that when this one that's like $6.99 is working its magic for me? Got a couple eyeliners that I have been loving. There are three. The first one is a ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. This is the shade Hustler. I use this one very, very often. It is a gray and it's got sparkles in it. I don't really use black liner, so this is the darkest I will most likely go. And then I have two by Urban Decay. I have the shade Overdrive, which is a green, looks like that. And then I have the shade Lucky, which is a copper here. That's it for liners, brows. So for makeup remover, I'm still using my Pharmacy Green Clean Balm. But I did receive this Tarte Micellar Magic in a BoxyCharm, as well as the Clean Skin Club towels. And I have been using these two together to remove my makeup. I also use the Neutrogena eye makeup remover. I don't know where that is though. But yeah, I usually just take this. This does a really good job of getting my makeup off. Don't have any issues. I'm not sure if I would buy this, only because it's like, I don't know if it did anything special, but this has been working really well for makeup remover. Got some skincare stuff, y'all. I may have mentioned it, but I have been having some acne here in this area. It has since cleared up. I have been using Tatcha, Youth to the People. I've been using a lot of different things, and that might have been another part of the problem. But I think this area of my skin might be somewhat oily. I think my diet may have been the reason too. But once I started using the Biore and Neutrogena products, I just felt like it started to clear up. And I know it's drugstores. This Biore Charcoal Acne Clearing Cleanser was great. I have the one with witch hazel as well. And then to moisturize my face, I've been using the oil-free Acne Moisturizer by Neutrogena. This combo has been great. And then after I put the moisturizer on, and before I put my regular primer on, I've been using this Radiant Primer Serum by Neutrogena, and it has peptides. So yeah, this is almost gone. Like, I've really been using this. And since I did have acne, I did have some scarring or some hyperpigmentation. So my friend Yadi gave me this Glam Glow Flash Mud, and it is a brightening treatment, and this has really helped. You had to use it 3 days in a row at first, and then you kind of back off and use it 2 to 3 times a week. But this is really good stuff. It smells good. It feels like it has exfoliating properties in it as well. And the only thing you have to make sure that you do is for this, you have to really make sure that you wear some sunscreen after it. Couple things left. I'm still using my Tatcha rice polish. So back, way back, probably one of my first couple videos ever, I reviewed the Tatcha products, and I said I was trying a new skincare routine. I did run out of all of the rest of the products in the line, but I'm still working on the rice polish, and I do like this as a gentle exfoliant. It's really nice. I do think you can probably get other good exfoliants for a more affordable price, but since I had this, and I think I got 20% off, this works really nice. It's really nice, no smell. I love it. Okay, didn't talk about setting spray, but the Milani Make It Last with sunscreen. It has SPF 30. And I've been using this now that I'm going back to work. I am making sure to set my makeup. And I know how important sunscreen is, even if you're not like directly in the sun, and even if it's not a sunny day. Have been using this daily. Very good. So next we have, I don't know where it is. I have a feeling that River's name is all over it. My Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. And when you get it, if you get the set, it comes with this little jar to put it in. Man, that Cinema Secrets will have you loving to clean your brushes. Not the big brushes, but your eyeshadow brushes. I think it's antibacterial, I believe it is. And you put that in your brushes and swish it around in this little tin here, and your brushes will be clean and dry within minutes. I wish I knew where it was. It comes in a little bottle. It's blue. Really nice. Great for cleaning your brushes, especially when you're not feeling like using, you know, the brush shampoo and all of that. So I have been kind of using that to keep my brushes clean, but every once in a while I do, you know, use the brush shampoo. And I use the brush shampoo for my big brushes, because when you stick a big brush into that jar with the Cinema Secrets, it'll just soak it up really fast. So keep your eye out for that if you're looking for something to clean your brushes. Mascara, I've got this Wine and Only mascara by ColourPop. Love this. It is a burgundy wine mascara. I really like their colored mascara a lot. I have yellow, I have blue, I have red, and they work nicely. I did try in my last video putting the yellow one over the fall season. I did look like a tropical bird of paradise, if you care to see that. But, you know, it's nice to know that it worked over that. Just maybe use a different color. But anyway, I'll link that. So the last thing that I just have to share are actually some fragrances. Before Christmas, I had ordered some knockoff Tom Ford fragrances. The first one was a knockoff of Tobacco Vanille. It's called Nicotiniana by Alt Fragrances. This smells so good. But for Christmas, I got the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille body spray from my mom. It's, hold on. It smells so good, like I can't. But then my birthday came. And then Yachty and Dr. Ash gave me the actual perfume. Like, But then I got another delivery, and it was from my friend Al Feisty. And she sent me some more Tobacco Vanille. So I thank you all, because I don't know what it is about this smell. It's such a comforting smell. Going back to Alt, I ended up getting the knockoff of Lost Cherry, which I have never smelled the real one. But I usually mix the Tobacco Vanille with the Lost Cherry. I got it in my mouth, but it is so good, you guys. Yes. That's it for my favorites, you guys. Wait, can I include one more thing? I can't say it's a favorite because I've never used them. But they have to go on the list. I don't care. And this is Morgan Turner's fault, because I was looking at her stories and she's like, oh my God, this brand Ziza. She didn't say it like that. I'm just saying it like that. Oh my God, this brand Ziza Cosmetics sent me all this stuff. I just got a glimpse, okay, of one of these Alice in Wonderland palettes. I'm like, Alice in Wonderland, where? I need it. I need it. I love Alice in Wonderland. So I ended up somehow checking Amazon, and the brand is on Amazon. They were $35.99 and they had like 5% off. Can I tell you, I feel like these have to be favorites. This packaging for me rivals a Pat McGrath. Like, let me show you guys. I want to show you all 3 palettes. There are videos coming, you guys. It's just really hard right now. If you see, you'll see me doing my makeup. I'll be at work because I'm trying to get there early. I've been bringing all my stuff with me. All of my flat lays I'm doing at work, like if I have a break. It's just really rough getting back in this new swing. I have enough content where I feel like I could have videos like a lot more, but I just gotta do what I can, and hopefully, you know, you feel like this is good quality, because the point is for me to, even though they're less, as long as it's good quality videos that are helpful and entertaining, hopefully make you feel good, then I can feel really, really good about the 2 videos. So this is the Alice palette. Look at the, and it's like, you know, it's heavy, it's quality. Look at the inside of this. Like, even if I never use this palette, I don't even care. The bow, the silver, the blue. This is like a sparkly glitter that people may not care for. The checkerboard. I mean, it is just, look at that. That's from that sparkly blue bow. Was that an overspray? Okay, we're not even getting into that right now. Got the diamond, the club, the heart, and the spade. Really nice palette. Different. And this palette, these Ziza palettes were a collaboration with the British Museum. Who collaborates with the museum? I don't know. Apparently Ziza. The second palette is it's like the Queen of Hearts palette. Looks like that. Let me open it up before the glitter starts coming down so y'all can see it. But these have to be favorites for me. Like, I really just want to put these on display somewhere, because this is just amazing. Amazing. Let me see. I think the glitter went the wrong way. Beautiful palette. Now the inside of this one looks like that. Got the rose here. If you know anything about Alice in Wonderland, you know they were trying to, in the Disney movie, I'm not sure about the book. They were trying to paint the roses red because they didn't have the right ones, and the queen was, they was not trying to let her find out about that. So I love, like, these little touches are just amazing. I'm gonna show you a couple other touches that these palettes have. And the last one is the flamingo one. That's this one right here. Look, y'all, come on. Come on. Now this palette, instead of having the shadows on the sides, there are 2 blushes. Let me see if we can, look at that detail on the Alice blush. Then you have the flamingo here. I'm excited. Look out for videos on these because they're coming. As soon as I can, they are coming. Swatches, videos, and all of that. I mean, how nice are these to like have out and on display? Once I get like a beauty room, these will be out. And the one thing that is cool is that the palettes, even on the side, have pictures from the original Lewis Carroll book. Go ahead, you can get some. I guess he's okay now. So I hope you all enjoyed my favorites. These are the things I have been using lately. This is what I have really been loving.
Your minds will have a tough time figuring out which items actually belong.
I don't understand. If you would just put your iPad down. Here you go. One more. If you just put his iPad down for 1 second, he could probably pour it. Can you close the door?
Yeah, my iPad.
Then you have to put something down. If you would put the iPad down, it wouldn't be a problem. My camera's about to die. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit today. I really enjoy, interacting with you all. I'm sure we had a blast in the chat. So until the next time I see you, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.